Good morning, everybody. Today is November 7th, Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. I hope you are also going to have a good day. Today's podcast, we did a live podcast. It's my first live on-the-spot podcast. Well, not live, but in-person podcast from a restaurant to showcase a charity event that was going on to help benefit and feed the people of Puerto Rico. I called it Porkorico. It was called Pork for Puerto Rico, and some other people were calling it CT Loves PR. Either way, all the benefits were sent down to Puerto Rico, and all that money will be given out in some way or fashion, hopefully food and water. The event went on at Goldburgers on Capitol Ave. And they cooked a big ass pig in one of those box cookers. There was some squash. There was a nice jus. There were some plantains. That shit was fucking succulent. Let me tell you that. Shit. But it was a good cause, and I'm really happy to have been a part of it and to have recorded from there. I pulled 3 different people out of line. First, my friend Wiley, that I've known for a while. We know each other through the photography and art scene. Second, my boy Roy, other known as the genius man behind the Mercado food truck and El Pollo Guapo. And third, my fucking brother Drew. And we fucking chopped it up, and it was a fucking good time. So before we get into all that, I want to tell you guys about a couple sponsors, and I'm going to do that right now. Hartford Denim Company, a.k.a. Hardenco, is a manufacturer of the strongest clothes available. I just want you guys to know that I wore my Hardenco denim shirt to the event, and I got a lot of compliments on it. We at Hardenco stand by that statement by backing all of our products with free repairs for the life of the garment, made using only the highest quality materials. Everything we produce is cut and sewn in our shop in Hartford, Connecticut, USA. We also specialize in the production of commercial aprons for, but not limited to, the restaurant, bar, and woodworking industries. Please see www.hardenco.com for more information. That's www.hardenco, Hardenco. 236 Hamel Street, Hartford, Connecticut. Mention this ad in this podcast. When you go in to buy some gear, they'll give you 10% off. Yes, like I said, I wore my shirt. It's fucking awesome. Nice and warm. Go get you one. They just put out a new line. Pretty much a denim half zip with a hood. Might have to go get myself one. Might get a red one. Don't really know yet. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by DeMichele's Barbershop and Emporium, located at 6 Kirby Road in Cromwell, Connecticut, exit 21 off of I-91. DeMichele's specializes in all types of men's haircuts and hot shaves. Services are available by appointment only. However, I forget the gentleman's name. He's got someone else there working, doing all the walk-ins, so this is not completely true. You could do your appointment with Eli, or you can walk in and get your hair cut by the other gentleman. I'll know his name by the next podcast. Services are available by blah, 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 which can be made conveniently online at DeMichelesBarbershop.com. That's DIMICHELES Barbershop.com, or by calling 860-502-3540. Gift cards are available in any denomination, and they also offer my personal favorite. This is my personal favorite, water-soluble pomade. So go get a fresh cut, a clean shave, and an awesome product, and tell them Ben sent you. DeMichele's Barbershop and Emporium. Responsible barbering. Da-da-da. Never able to find a pet collar that fits you or your pet's personality? Canine Us Collars has you covered. Canine Us Collars Pet Leash and Collar Company handcrafts unique pet apparel for your one-of-a-kind pet. Canine Us Collars carries a wide variety of designs, including Day of the Dead, American traditional tattoo style, horror, and Asian inspired. Canine Us Collars also carries official designs from some of your favorite hardcore and punk bands: Sick of It All, Madball, Terror, Indecision, Misfits, and the iconic heavy metal band Judas Priest. They might have even more now since I wrote this ad. Maybe a couple more. Go get you a Madball one. Find K9S collars online at www.caninuscollars.com. Not your average pet collars and leashes. Use code BREAKINGBREAD, all uppercase, for 10% off your entire order on their website. www.K9S collars. Keep your pet looking fresh with the K9S collar. I love my dog, and I think that ad is geared towards dog lovers. However, they have smaller collars. You could pretty put it on any pet you got. You got a cat, you get him a collar, whatever. We don't discriminate. Story and Soil Coffee Company. We are a multi-roast format specialty coffee company located in the Frog Hollow neighborhood of Hartford, Connecticut. As much as we love great coffee, we love the community that it brings together even more. Our space, though small, is curated carefully to be both efficient and homey. We want all to feel welcome here. Story and Soil, great coffee, better community. If you're a fan of Story and Soil Coffee Company, go down there and they got these t-shirts. It's like a Dunkin' Donuts ripoff. It's like the same color, same font, but it says Story and Soil. I wanted to get my own, but they didn't make one big enough for me. Frog Hollow, 387 Capitol Ave, Hartford, Connecticut, 06105, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 8. The Tiny Acre Farm is a micro farm truck tucked away in the quiet corner of Woodstock, Connecticut, specializing in microgreens, salad greens, edible blooms, and cut flowers for restaurants and specialty markets. We are a rural, that word is so weird, rural farm practicing urban farming techniques to bring the highest quality hand-tended produce to some of the best restaurants in Connecticut and Massachusetts. We work with dozens of restaurants, cafes, and retailers across Boston, Worcester, Eastern, and Central Connecticut. We're just two farmers and one crazy farm dog trying to give the chefs what they want and make rad local produce for more accessible to people who love food as much as we do. Some of the greatest local digs you can find our produce at include the Cook and the Bear, Story and Soil Coffee Company, Goldburgers, Firebox, Division West, It's Only Natural, and OSA in Middletown. If you're a chef or local retailer interested in using or carrying Tiny Acre produce, contact Matt via email at tinyacrebigoak@gmail.com or hit us up on social media at Tiny Acre Farm. Mention this ad for 10% off your first order. So if you want to go get yourself some lip balm, some fucking radish greens, you tell them you heard it on Breaking Bread with Ben Grimm, and they'll give you 10% off. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this podcast. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a good day, and I will speak to you next Tuesday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
I'll break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, I'll break bread, break bread, break
Two, one, and we're live.
What's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have my good friend of so many years, Wiley, with me right now. Say hello to the people, Wiley.
What up, Hartford? How are you?
I'm going to answer for them and say that they're doing good.
That's good.
We're down here at Goldburgers today, Capitol Ave. There's a lot of people here eating pork.
Good pork.
Did you have a plate?
I did.
What did you like about it?
The whole thing, man. The whole thing was tied together beautifully. The pork is delicious. It's been seasoned right. It's been roasted down. It's fallen apart. It's got all the good, fats and everything.
You're a regular pork spokesman, bro.
Yeah, man. Pork is the truth, man.
So if anybody that doesn't know, we are at recording live from Goldburgers on Capitol Ave today to benefit the hurricane victims of Puerto Rico. It'll be done by the time all you guys hear this, but some of you might be here today. And we're just hanging out, pulling people out of the line and talking to them about life.
Yeah, and it's a really good cause they're doing, too, because, Puerto Rico got smashed by that hurricane. There was two of them, right? Back to back?
Yeah, the first one was the real motherfucker. The second one kind of grazed it, I think. But
nonetheless, it didn't help.
It didn't fucking help. But I really haven't seen anything else going on around here for this type of cause.
I've
like
seen
there's
it.
been some things, but not like high profile like this.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
No, there's people out there who are trying to do their part and help out and everything, but Tim's been going real hard on this subject, and I think it's really noble what they're doing, and it's also like kind of mutually beneficial because you get to come down here and try out some of Tim's handiwork. He's a real master.
He's fucking great.
Yeah.
He's awesome at food.
Yeah.
I just saw him throw a bag of fucking rolls across the room over there.
Nice.
So what's going on with you lately, man? We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, man. Lots happened, right? I mean, we basically watched this whole city flip over, man,
Yeah, it wasn't like this 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
It was not like this.
Yeah.
It's doing well.
But at the end of the day, we still got, like, the people that we could count on,
Yeah.
the ones that really come correct and everything.
Totally.
Alliances change, but I mean, at the same time, we kind of see the same faces, and it's still good to see them at the end of the day,
People, yeah, it's like anything else, man. People grow up, people move away.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yo, we still here, dog.
That's right. Still standing, man,
When's the last time you were in Jamaica?
I was there a year ago, almost to the day. It was right around, it was the end of October into the beginning of November. I was there for, it was actually a friend's birthday party. He lives up here in Hartford, but, one of my very best friends got deported back there, and I go to visit him in Montego Bay on the regular. And, we kind of bounce around the island because I want to explore it, and I think most of the year he ends up just staying around Mo Bay. And, most times we stick to like the northwestern coastline. Like from Mo Bay, it's about an hour to Ocho Rios to the east, and then from Mo Bay, it's about 2 hours to Negril out west. And if anybody hasn't been to Jamaica, you got to do that. It's a spectacular ride.
You go
in both directions.
You go pretty regularly.
I've been 4 times now. I've been 4 times to check my boy and to see what the drill is out there. I don't stay on like I get a hotel room, but I've never stayed on like an all-inclusive resort or anything like that. I'm out there, getting fresh cooked food out of a store, every single time. Drink a lot of Red Stripe, take a lot of pictures. That's the big thing. Kind of end up with like sort of a different photographic medium every time I go.
Yeah, you're a photographer.
Yeah, that's what I do professionally is real estate photography. But, in my free time, I like to kind of pursue like street photography and more like, I'm not sure if I would call it abstract, but sort of in the moment sort of photography, trying to get creative with it,
I did not know that your main gig was real estate photography.
That's primarily what I do. That's like my 9 to 5.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Who do you work for? Like, do you just work for a bunch of them, like freelance?
Yeah, I'm a free agent. I'm up for hire from any agent from any agency, pretty much covering about a county-wide area. I'll cover the entirety of the Farmington Valley area, anywhere surrounding Hartford. I'll go to just about any corner of Connecticut.
Yeah.
Once we're getting out there, then I'm going to ask for some gas money. But,
Yeah, totally, as you should. That's dope, man. That's
man.
cool.
Yeah, it's working out,
Is it hard to totally sustain on a freelance kind of deal?
Well, man, you got to be a self-starter. You got to, wake up every morning and have the drive and the fortitude to be able to, keep on getting after it. But, I'm lucky that, my mother's an agent in West Hartford, so I already kind of had a rapport with a bunch of agents out there that were willing to give me a shot to begin with. And people have liked the work I've done. I'm told I got a good eye. I try my best to try and capture the place appropriately and, come as correct as I can professionally. And, it's been working out, man. I've been doing it for about 6.5 years now.
My girl does graphic design.
That's right. I've seen that on the gram. She's good. I really like her. She did the graphic for this event.
She did, and she has a 9 to 5, and she also freelances, and she'd like to get to a place where she's like you, where she only works for herself.
It's hard though.
It's scary.
Yeah, but she got the right idea, man. Is you just balance it out as much as you can. You never get rid of that day job, and you keep on just hustling and producing and going after every single gig you possibly can, On that front, I'm lucky I've had some mentorship. I'd like to take a second to shout out the homie Jordan Smith. He's above and beyond when it comes to the, professional art world. Guy's a guru, and he's got a lot of accomplishments under his belt, and he's good for any time I shoot him a quick question. What do you think about this? How should I handle that? He, I mean, he's a teacher that, like, literally, he actually does teach classes and everything on top of, you know, maintaining his own pursuits. But, you know, he's got that sort of mentality. You know, I don't want to use the word nurturing, but, you know, he'll take you under his wing while also kind of demanding that you know, put your best foot forward and, you know, not just squander the gems he's dropping on you.
And is he straight realty?
Oh, no.
All encompassing.
He's an art director. He's an art director.
Oh, cool.
That's what he does, man. And he's worked for some major companies. He was based out of Chicago for a while. He works for Amazon now in Seattle.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. He does. You know, a lot of it is digital based. I mean, you know, it's not a whole lot of like film photography or painting or anything like that. It's all app development and, you know, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Aesthetic integrity, I guess. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
If you're working for fucking Amazon, you're doing good.
He's doing outstanding.
That's awesome.
He's a good dude, too.
I just bought a 5-pound bag of almond flour off of Amazon today.
Yo, I've been putting off getting the Amazon Prime deal, but I mean, it sounds like, man, they're going to be the people we buy anything and everything from. So
it's worth just being able to watch the movies and get your shit in 2 days. Like, it's totally fucking worth it. And I'm still a student, so I only pay $49 a year. If you're not, it's $99.
That's still a deal, though. You know, you still, for, you know, how much convenience it saves you and money it'll save you in the long run. You know, that's that, you know, global internet takeover, man.
You need to do it. You need to go do it.
Yeah, facts.
What is Tim walking in with right now? Some fucking gravy?
Yeah, no, that is a vat of gravy. That's at least 1.5 gallons of gravy right there.
Oh man, that's at least 3 gallons of gravy.
Is that 3 gallons?
I don't know.
I guess my volumetric estimates could be a little stronger. I'll work on that.
You still going to Big Sky?
You know what? I could say that, yeah.
You still have a membership?
I went on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I went on Friday and my legs are shot.
Oh, dude. Like,
yeah, I haven't been able to get in and out of the car. You know, I got steps leading up to my front door. Forget about the toilet, man.
Dude,
just stay in there and, aim.
I could lift heavy legs but you got to do it at least once a week. Because you fucking take a couple months off and you go do it again, you're fucking shot.
Facts.
I did it like a couple weeks ago, but I discontinued my membership in September, and I got a bunch of kettlebells and a bunch of fucking weights and fucking bars and stuff in my house, and I started going to Plus One Defense Systems over there and doing like Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu.
I know Plus One. I don't know those guys personally, but you know, I'm familiar with them.
They're cool. Darren Reisler, I think he's number 6 in the world for no-gi Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow.
He's fucking nasty, dude. But he's like super featherweight. The dude weighs like 110 pounds or some shit.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he probably maintains his, you know, stamina-based sort of exercise regimen, and you know, he's got to stay nice and spry and limber so you can take him out, man.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's great. But yeah, I've been doing that to try to combat the fucking ageness.
Yeah, I hear that. You know, my thing is that I've always been just bad about staying disciplined when it comes to my physical fitness. I have actually been kind of in the midst of a minor health scare. You know, kind of had some high blood pressure and, you know, arrhythmia. So I've been kind of making that paradigm shift that I keep just talking about and actually, you know, focusing on the diet and getting some more exercise in. Hence why I went to Big Sky for my first time in months on Friday. And you know what? The other piece of it is I haven't been a complete lazy bastard. I, you know, go on jogs and walks with my girlfriend.
You're pretty
often.
Active. You do a lot of shit, dude.
Well, no, man. There's a lot of time I spent posted up on the couch or sleeping or what have you. I mean, I do have a job where I'm on my feet all day, you know, so.
What did you cut out and what did you start taking in as far as your diet?
I've just been trying to, like, make the primary thing that I'm eating be vegetables and fish. But the thing is I'm a guy who really likes to eat, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but it's just got to be good. And I like variety. I mean, you know, I have no idea how long the list is, but a lot of restaurants I enjoy eating at around here, both high-end and, you know, limited service takeout spots. And I try to keep them all in rotation while also cooking myself, you know, cooking things I like to make and trying out new things that I haven't done before. I like variety in my diet. I like all the flavors that Earth has to offer. But, on that note, I've been trying to make it be mostly vegetables, a lot of fish, a lot of lower fat, natural sort of things. And, I'm not going like pescatarian or anything necessarily. There's nothing I won't try, Still love beef, still love fried chicken,
I was going to
etc.
say, did they tell you to cut out salt and like red meat?
Well, yeah. I mean, that got mentioned in passing, but I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer at this point, And that'll be a tough one. Have to dial back, but I think I can pull it off. As far as eating healthy, eating mostly vegetarian-centric, I've been going to Fire and Spice.
Oh, it's banging.
Dude, usually about once a week I go in there. That spot is the jam.
Banging.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of good shit in there. I haven't been in years, but like, I'll drive. I'm never really over that way, but I would like to. So they got everything in there. They got Indian food too.
Yeah.
They got like fucking samosas and shit.
I get a samosa in the middle of the plate and have them take the braised lentils, the dal, and pour that over the samosa.
Dope.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite thing they have there is the wilted kale.
Yeah.
And
I didn't think it was going to be good. I got that the last time I went, and I fucking had like half the fucking plate worth of it.
Yeah, people are intimidated. Oh, what, the kale specifically or the food?
Yeah, the kale.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. It's the truth. I've actually been meaning to take a crack at making it myself, but I'm sure whatever I do won't be as good as them because the chef in there, Chris, he's a true Rasta, and true Rastas are vegan.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but they maintain a cruelty-free diet and everything. And Chris, he's good at what he does. I mean, everything he makes there, it's got the TLC behind it. He's focused on doing it right and everything. So
their desserts are banging too. That little shelf thing they got filled with like those fucking weird like cakes and cookies.
I can't say I've ever tried it, man. I usually just end up loading up on vegetables and some tofu and so forth, and then I hit the street. But you know what? Next time I'm in there, I'll take a crack at it.
Have you been to Flora yet?
I haven't. That just dropped, right?
I went last week. It was really, really good. And you know me, I'm not a vegetarian, and I ate. That's all it is. However, on the right side of the menu, it says something like viable proteins, and they do have like a burger, a chicken. They have 4 things, but the rest of the menu is fucking like
entirely vegetable.
All vegetable and vegan and shit, and it's cool.
Do they got a veggie burger? They must, right?
Yeah, they have something called an Incredible Burger or something, and it's veggie based. It's plant based.
I'll have to run up in that.
You ever go up there when it was the American Legion or whatever it was before?
Yeah, not to eat really. Once or twice. My dad would go for lunch there with a friend and things like that. But hey, I think I had a burger there once or twice. It was all right,
These loud children are finally leaving.
Well, they haven't bothered me one bit, man.
Well, they're messing up my goddamn podcast.
Well, dear God, they better get the heck out then, right?
Yeah, man, go up there. Everything's good. They have, when you first walk in, there's a bar, right? Mm-hmm. But if you walk through the dining room into the back, there's another bar. So the front one is all juice bar. The one in the back is the alcohol bar. Dude, it's a beautiful spot, and it's on the second floor. It overlooks West Hartford. It's fucking awesome.
Bro, I am going to start drinking again, but
I was gonna say you're not drinking. Are you?
19 days. 19 days. No, I haven't been smoking either, man.
Good.
The herbals I kind of drifted away from. I found that I'm too anxious of a person, and even when I get some stuff that brings you on the more body high end of things, it's just not for me. Like it's not my drug of choice, so to speak. I like to drink though, but. In light of this whole thing with my heart, I haven't had a single drop in 19 days, and I gotta say, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, after 19 days, you're starting pretty like your body is changed.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I went through any sort of like a physical withdrawal or anything like that. I mean, I've pretty much felt good every step of the way. The tough part is just, first of all, I got about 30 Treehouse beers in my fridge, and I'm sure people listening to this podcast knows what that means. I mean, major temptation. But it's also just been like when Friday at 5 rolls around and I'm done working and I've wanted to kind of kick my feet up. I mean, I'm not trying to say that there's nothing to do if you're not drinking, but it's been like I'm used to going and grabbing a pint and a burger or something somewhere. But all I'm getting at is that's been something that I've found easier to kind of get over. It's been more like a psychological nuisance, but nothing that I ever felt like I was I wasn't able to resist or whatever.
What are you, 34, 35?
I'm 31, man.
Jesus Christ, you're 10 years younger than me. Or
Am I that much
9
younger?
Years.
Yeah.
No, I'll be 40 in January.
Yeah, I'm lucky I had guys like you taking me under your wing, man. I was only like 20, 21 when I met you dudes. And,
That's right. You're super young.
Yeah, you guys are
That's
holding me
awesome.
down, man. Real talk.
Hey, anytime, bro.
No doubt.
I would do it all over again.
Right. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, my good buddy Wiley.
It's been a pleasure, Ben.
Say goodbye to the people.
Peace out.
Probably go home and watch football.
Nah.
No, you're going to go home and whip up some fucking queso
Go
Frito.
sleep.
All right, man.
Thanks
you.
for having me, man.
No
Appreciate
problem. Roy from the fabled Mercado food truck, everybody. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
You just sing that again?
I could.
Do it.
Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of mic.
Microphone.
So orange and round.
If that's an orange, that's an apple. No, that's a lime, and that's an apple.
I don't know if that's quite a... What'd you say the green one is?
Lime.
Lima. I guess I'll go with that.
An unripe
It's like a
persimmon.
kiwi. Yeah, persimmon.
Oh, well, everybody, we're wrapping up the Porkorico event. I got my good buddy Drew Tomko here, and we're just going to fucking wrap it on out. What do you want to talk about, bro?
I don't know. What's new lately in Hartford? West Hartford?
Nothing really, man.
Yeah.
Nothing really. It's fucking, it kind of close. I think every New England town kind of slows down when it starts to get cold.
It does. Manchester's hopping though still.
Is it?
Yeah.
You ever go to, I know you've been to, what the fuck, ketchup and mustard.
1 million times.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good friends with Corey, actually. Nice guy, nice family, good Manchester family.
I love that place.
It's a good place.
Have you ever been to Cavies?
I have been to Cabby's.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Both.
French or Italian?
Both.
What do you think's better?
Anywhere with the piano's playing.
Dude, listen. Oh, it's so funny that you said that because I have an actual story about that. So, the first time I went, I ate downstairs, and that's French.
French, yeah. I actually do prefer that.
I like that's
Yeah.
what I do. I
Yeah.
like that better. But I ate upstairs. Like one of the first times me and Meg ever went out, I brought her there, and they're playing fucking piano, and I'm like, yo, this dude is fucking killing
He
it.
is good, yeah.
And I walk out, and I went to high school with that dude, the blind kid. I forget his name. We're talking about the same guy, right?
Okay, there's an older guy that's more of a crooner. He's killer too.
Okay.
But I do know who you're talking about. Yes, he is. Yeah, I think blind. Yeah. Fully blind, yeah. Right.
He definitely is blind, and I can't remember his name, if it's Matt or Mike. But we're in the other room, and hey, what's up, man? One of my buddies from my old gym just came in. Me and him had a conversation because we both had the same car.
Cool.
So I'm just listening. I'm like, yo, and he's singing like Billy Joel hits and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is doing that? And like, no, what's the other one? Who sings Piano Man?
Billy Joel.
No, what's the other guy with the fucking glasses from the
Elton
UK?
John.
He's doing both, okay? He's going
Yeah.
back between Elton John and Billy Joel, fucking
Sure.
classics.
All the hits, right?
And yo, it sounds like motherfucking Billy Joel is in the other room.
I love
so
that.
I go out and I look at him. I go, oh my god, that's the fucking guy that like he was 2 years younger than me, so he was my brother's age. And he went to Bristol Eastern, and I wanted to wait for him to be done in between songs, and I was gonna go up and be like, yo man, it's fucking Ben Grippo, how you doing? Because he totally knew who I was.
Right.
But he never stopped. He just kept going. And yo, literally, he was killing it so hard, I got mad emotional.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, there's this fucking blind kid right now singing and playing piano in a fucking high-end restaurant, doing what he fucking loves to do. All these people are fucking eating and they don't give a fuck. And you could see like a couple people
they
that
were
feeling
like,
it. Feeling it.
Right.
And I'm just like, if I were to ever go back there and eat, that's why I would be going back. I wouldn't go back to eat that.
I'm with you. I'm
dude,
with you.
let's
like a
Can
nice
we go,
duck
please?
confit. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Dude, I'll be like, listen, I want to sit upstairs, but I want the French. So you're going to have to bring it up the stairs to me.
I think that's doable. Yeah.
Dude,
we can make that happen.
I definitely think that place used to be a funeral home.
That place, used to be true upper echelons. Like you didn't go, like a Ben Grippo wouldn't have gone there.
No,
but
not at all.
You know, it's 2017 though. Things have changed.
So
you know,
downstairs,
right.
there's like a stage almost, like a step.
Correct. Yes.
And I think that's where the coffin would be, and their walls are like macrame, like French fabric.
Yes.
It's insane.
It is.
It's
It's
insane.
an interesting place. Yeah. It's yeah. The classic Manchester, though. People think of cavies when they think of Manchester.
The reason I went there, I brought Meg to the Italian restaurant upstairs.
Yep.
But years ago, right? I went to, I'm not going to say her name, but I went to Manchester Community College with a certain young lady.
Yum.
And we were dating, and then we parted ways. Or we actually didn't part ways, because she had moved down to Tennessee, right?
Okay, yep.
And then she had come back, and she said she wanted to hang out with me. But in the interim, one of my ex-girlfriends had kind of wedged her way back into my life. And I was kind of like...
It was like a little bit of a love triangle starting.
I was overlapping.
Right.
And I told her, hey, yeah, you're in town. Let's hang out again.
Yes.
So I'm walking through the West Farms Mall with the old girlfriend, and we're walking past none other than Hot Topic.
Of course.
And guess who walks out? That girl.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me.
I almost said her name. That's why I paused, just so we all know. I was almost like, I almost answered that rhetorical question.
She looked at me. I looked at her.
1,000-yard stare.
And I just kept going. And my girlfriend at the time looked up at me and was kind of like, that was strange.
But you played it cool enough?
She never said anything.
Okay.
So years go by. Literally years. And when I started at Manchester Community College, we both rented a locker together.
Wow.
And she put a magnet inside of the locker that was Pope John Paul holding a baby. And I was like, all right, I still got this. I'm going to reach out to her.
Right.
And I Facebook messaged her. And I was like, hey, I realize things weren't good or whatever, but I really want to make it up to you. I'm sorry. I want to mail you back this
nice magnet.
The magnet.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't need it. And I was like, but I'd like to send it to you.
Right.
So she's like, gives me her address. I send it to her. And then out of nowhere, I messaged her
time out. Was there a letter, or was it straight up magnet in the envelope?
I just magnet. I didn't write a letter. I just sent her the magnet.
Wow.
And then she hit me up and she was like, oh, I got the magnet, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she hit me up maybe a year later, and she was like, hey, I'm gonna be home. If you'd like to get dinner, that'd be cool. And I was like, here's my in. And I wasn't with the ex-girlfriend anymore.
Right,
I was like,
right.
Here I go. I'm good.
Yeah.
Drove all the way up to where she had lived, picked her up, brought her to Cavies.
Sweet. Perfect choice.
Downstairs, French, balled out, spent a good amount of money.
Nothing wrong with that.
Bought her all these drinks.
Yeah.
Right? She's wearing she knew she was going out to a nice dinner.
Right.
We finish. We go to get in my car. I'm like, oh, good. I'm back on
Here
track.
we go. Right.
She goes, bring me home.
Oh.
And I go, really? She's like, yeah, bring me home. I bring her all the way back home, which was a sizable drive.
Yeah.
She looks at me and she goes, thanks for dinner. Opens my door, gets out of my car. Last time I ever saw her.
Perfect.
And I was kind of deserved it.
You did, right. So you weren't like, man, that's, yeah, you knew.
Paid my karma back.
That's right.
And that was my first time at Cavies.
I mean, at least you had a good meal. What'd you go with? I'm curious, by the way. Do you remember?
Dude, I got almost everything. I think if they do have a tasting menu, I definitely got
probably.
that. I think I got us each. It was definitely over $200.
They do a nice rabbit there. It's not always on the menu, but
I think I did get rabbit.
Yeah.
I got quail, and this is when I first started messing with different pâtés and shit.
oh, see, that's my life's blood. There.
Back then, I really didn't fuck with them because some of them, some people can't really do them well.
Very nickely, irony. You have to have the taste for it.
And this shit was fucking like pudding, bro.
Yeah.
It was so good. If you could
Succulent,
make jock
sweet and
liver into a
succulent.
pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We got to go back now.
We're going in there deep though. Like we're making this.
Dude, can we bring a bunch of maniacs?
We're bringing this whole setup.
We're bringing Fat Man.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah,
that'll be good.
That'd be fucking great.
That would be good.
Yeah, man. Like, what else is up that
Hopefully,
way?
Fat Man likes Billy Joel. Man.
I think he does. I think he would appreciate.
He's a big Springsteen fan like me. That much I can tell you.
Okay.
Springsteen on the piano, though, it's not, there's a couple, but...
What songs did he have where it was exclusively piano?
I don't think there's any that are exclusively piano.
But there's some with a strong piano
Yeah,
track.
there's some piano in there, It's not like Billy Joel, though,
No.
But Billy Joel's, you get doo-wop Joel, you got...
You've seen the video of him losing his shit, right?
I have. It's
I
great.
love that.
It's great.
Before I was really into him, and before I saw that video made me a fan, and then I got into the full catalog.
Yeah, then you got you regress. You
smashing shit, flipping his fucking keyboard over, yelling at the light people.
Yeah, Billy Joel. People, I know he's one of those ones though. People are either like way into him.
Too into him,
or like they hate. There's people who have a big hate for Billy
Hatred.
Joel.
Billy Joel is like the fucking cilantro of like 70s
100
adult
perfect.
Contemporary.
Perfect.
You either
analogy.
love him or you hate him.
You're right.
He leaves a soapy taste in your mouth.
That's true. Yep. Soapy, salty, maybe. Long Island.
Why do people fucking not like cilantro?
I love it.
Tim.
And then he starts telling me.
What's another name? Chinese parsley?
Is it?
I think. We'd have to get Tim to know.
There is a Chinese parsley, but I don't know if it's...
I thought they called cilantro
It might be the
Chinese
same
lettuce.
kind of thing.
There's some name, yeah.
Chinese lettuce.
Chinese lettuce. No, that's like bok choy.
No, that's what my parents would call like weed.
Chinese lettuce.
The devil's Chinese lettuce.
Yeah, the finest strain of reefer. That's
good.
good.
My God. Fuck, man. I'm glad you came because... I'm just I was running out of things to do.
It's good. We came. Unbeknownst to me, we both have Yard Goat merch on.
Oh, I know, right? You're wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a hat.
I like it.
Have you been to any games?
Loved it. Best. I want to go to at least 3 or 4 next season.
I think I'm gonna do. You can get this something that's like a season package or a season ticket, but it's like partial. Like you get like a 10-game pack. I think I'm gonna do that.
That's probably what I'll do then. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
If I got a season pass, I wouldn't go to every single one.
Right.
I know I'd waste my money.
Right. It's a pretty long season. There's quite a few games.
Dude, I went to the last game of the season this year, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. This is like a fucking MLB level
100%.
game.
Yeah, the stadium, although there was all kinds of issues with the contractor, this and that, came out beautiful.
Oh, it's
great
awesome.
place, super family oriented.
Yeah.
It's fun for the kids.
And
when they get the home run, the Dunkin' Donuts cup steams. That was a highlight.
When I went, no one hit a home run, so I didn't get to see
bummer.
that.
Yeah.
It's really cool because if you sit on the third base line, you can see the skyline of Hartford.
That's where I was. I was third baseline. I'd say about a third of the way up from home.
I was a good 50 feet from the Bears,
yes,
little hut.
Okay,
there.
yeah, I was a little closer to home, but I did enjoy a Bears meal.
Yeah, me
at
too.
The game.
I think I ate everything that night. It was my one night that I ate. I ate some Dippin' Dots.
Oh, I love Dippin' Dots.
Dude, I love a Dippin' Dot.
That's like a nostalgic thing for me, though, a Dippin' Dot.
Well, the first time I ever had a Dippin' Dot was Lake Compounds.
Oh, that's what I mean. When you just the word Lake Compounds is nostalgia.
You used to go there when you were young, right?
I was born in Connecticut. What are you trying to say?
You know who worked there and got fired for stealing quarters?
Who?
Tim Wiggins.
No. Stealing quarters? What was he like? Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. It was like a square booth, and there was all weird bottles, and you flick a quarter, and if it lands on the little top of the bottle, then you win some shit. Right. But it's people throwing quarters at this thing all the time.
Right. It's not something you buy a ticket. You're just the guy witnesses you throw the quarter and it's right.
Literally, he had to rake up hundreds of dollars of quarters every night and bring them to the people to do.
Right.
And he would always skim some off the top.
Yeah, a couple pocket full of quarters.
Dude, one night he had a book bag full, and he was walking past the dude jingling and shit. And he's
Just
like,
the
come here.
heaviest book bag, the heaviest.
Just come here. And the dude grabbed him and was like,
Shook him down.
You're fired, bro.
Shook him down. Backpack. It was like, it was like a shitty JanSport backpack.
Dude, there's so many urban legends, and Pete will attest to this.
Yes, for sure. We've had a few.
Because he knows about the Leatherman.
Right, yep.
Who is said to live
in the caves, yep.
in the caves up in the fucking, what is that, Southington Mountain?
Yep.
And also, there was a worker that was killed by the Wildcat roller coaster.
At the compounds, yeah.
Weed whacking too close.
And it smoked him when it went by?
With fucking, like, headphones on, like the ones that, there was no music, I don't think. I think they were just
they were like the muffs,
ones.
like the ear muffs that the landscaper would wear.
Fucking too close, and it whacked him.
No way.
Yep. When we were
That's
younger,
a bad way to go.
Oh, dude.
That's a bad way to go. I'd rather be the guy that flies, like, malfunction, you fly out of the roll. Yeah, like up at Six Flags, Riverside, yeah. I'd rather be that guy.
Dude.
Fell out of the cyclone at Riverside.
Oh, dude, what a way to go. That's so horrible. But imagine just being like, how'd you die? I got hit by the fucking wooden old school roller coaster at fucking Lake Compounds. Dude, me and Matt went there, and I was always like the fucking asshole kid, and my brother was always like the good kid, you know what I mean? But every once in a while, Matt would show his true colors.
I was going to say, I don't know if I would say, like, he's the good.
Oh, well, he was better.
Okay, all right.
And we get on the fucking, or Wildcat. It was
right,
called the
it is
Wildcat.
a Wildcat, yeah. Yep.
And we get into our fucking, our cart, and the one directly behind us, there's two nuns.
Perfect.
And my brother's screaming the whole way, "We're gonna fucking die!"
Yeah, that's good.
And they're just like bummed out the whole time.
Splashing holy water, whatever. Yeah.
I know numerous kids that got stung by bees there and had like anaphylactic shock.
Oh, dude. I just got whacked about a month ago. Wasp right on the finger.
Are you allergic?
No. Nope. However, I've been stung many, many times. That's just part of being a carpenter,
Oh yeah, I can't remember the last time I did, but I can't remember when it was, but the last time I did, I caught it right in the scalp.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to hear a crazy bee story?
Yeah.
So here I am, about 8 years old, out on the job site with my father, building houses in Coventry, Connecticut. And you know how you have like the black silt fencing around construction sites to keep the erosion.
Shit from going
then
down.
You use hay bales sometimes for that too. So here I am, Dad's inside, probably with like talking with the roofer or something, and I'm kicking this hay bale. Yellow jacket nest, 26 stings. Had to strip me naked, throw me in the truck.
Oh my God.
Went right to Walgreens, I remember. And then, like back then, it's not like we need to go to the hospital. Dad's like, right to Walgreens in the old shitty Ford truck, And he buys Ruli gel and he rubs me down with Ruli gel. He's like, you're going to be just fine.
Dude, my cousins used to live in Lebanon, Connecticut, and we would go out there and just do lawless shit.
Oh, dude, Lebanon for you, that was like going to Nebraska for the weekend.
Dude, as far as the eye could see, it's very weird.
Another country. Yeah, Lebanon is. So when you go to how we have all the fairs in the fall, nice fairs, Hebron Harvest Fair, Durham Fair. Like, how you see these people and you're like, where are these people that are like embrace a full cowboy lifestyle in Connecticut?
That's where they're from.
Derby,
Norwich.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
All that shit.
But Lebanon for sure. Farmers' cows out there,
We would go there and just do crazy ass shit in the woods. So one day, my brother, me, and my two cousins are out there. Matt steps on a beehive that's on the ground and literally has hundreds of bees stuck in his shirt.
Right.
Yo, he looked like a hot dog. He blew up.
Oh yeah,
He comes running in the house like, oh! My mom and my aunt are like fucking hitting him with like things that take him off. The bees are still on him. They're pulling his shirt off. The fucking poor kid got it everywhere, dude. He got stung in his ass, his dick. They were up his shorts.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, and he was fucked up. And they fucking,
dude, bees, no joke.
They emptied a fucking tube of Ruli gel.
Ruli gel. They still make that. I haven't seen Ruli gel on the shelves in years. They have that straight alcohol smell to it. Clear tube too.
Yeah, clear tube, clear liquid.
With like a picture of like a mosquito and like an ivy leaf
Poison
on it.
ivy.
Yeah, right, exactly. Ruli gel. That's like you had to grow up in the 80s to
he was very susceptible to shit. He would get like real bad poison ivy.
Well, I don't get the poison ivy, but I get all these crazy, like remember when I had the hand, foot, and mouth disease and missed TNT.
I don't remember that.
That's what, like, children get it, but of course I got it. Had to miss TNT 1 year.
How'd you get that?
I don't know. How do you get it? I got it from someone.
Children get it from like fucking biting on things and like.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say? I mean, I got it. My fingers peeled off. It was the worst.
What, like the skin on it?
Yeah, your fingers. You get like itchy hives almost all around your toes and fingers. And here's the best part. So I just kept going to work, like, oh, it'll go away.
Fuck it.
So I'm at work just looking like a leper, you know, and the guys are laughing. I can barely, like, hold a hammer, and I'm trying to, like, trim this house. I remember, yeah, just totally disgusting. And, yeah, fingers peeled, toes peeled.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Tom Butts was staying with me for TNT, and he's like, dude, you like, maybe you could try to come out. And then he, like, looks at my hands. He's like, nah, you just got to stay on the couch.
Yeah, you'd
That's
have to, like,
shame.
wrap your hands up and look like Michael Jackson.
Hand, foot, and mouth, the ticks. I get all that weird.
I was in the woods a
is.
couple weeks ago with a friend of mine foraging, and he had 2 ticks on him.
What were you foraging for?
Mushrooms.
Oh.
We were looking for hen of the woods.
I know all about it.
Not a goddamn one.
No?
This fucking year has been bad because it got hot, cold.
Right.
Hot, cold. Hot, cold. And it just, like, fucked them all up. They didn't come out. They did, but they were real early.
No, it's true. I have some good spots. We'll have to.
Do you?
Yeah. I had the best ramp year I've ever had. This was a ramp harvest year in the spring.
This year,
big
it was
time.
Everybody had it on their goddamn menu.
Yep, everywhere. Every time I'd go out, come back with a bushel of them.
You gotta let me know, dude. Hopefully next year it'll be actually regular.
Yeah.
You were just talking about, so you build houses.
I do.
I used to do framing in Poughkeepsie when I lived up there.
Really?
Yep, it was one.
Right.
I did framing for the same guy. I did insulation for the same guy, and I did sheetrocking for the same guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I did framing for most of the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know a goddamn thing about it, and then the dude just like taught me. And
Yeah.
they would make me do the tiger teeth in the basement.
Sure.
And they would make me do like dumb shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but that's how you learn. You know,
And,
I did all that stuff growing up. And
Fucking one day, they're laying like the floorboards onto the foundation.
Sure.
And they lay like the big fucking, what is that, like a 2x8 or something? Like the big pieces.
Yep. So you put the sill, that's the wood that goes on the concrete, and then you put your joists going across. Yeah.
So they're laying the flat pieces, and some of them are over the end of the concrete.
Right.
So it's kind of like a seesaw.
Right.
And I'm grabbing pieces and pulling them, and I back up all the way, and all of a sudden I just see the floor go,
Oh, no.
and I fall, and I was only like 6 feet up in the air, but I fell into all this dirt, rolled down a hill. These dudes are straight laughing.
Oh, of
at
course.
Me. I just dusted myself off, got back up.
That's the only way to do it, because if you showed any sign of weakness, they would remember that to this day.
And they would just
like
fucking
100%. That's what I love about that. And I know I've told you guys stories before, but that's what I love about like the salty old school guys, because like one thing, or like God forbid you like screw something up a little bit or botch it up,
fucked forever
for your entire life. There's gonna be like, hey, remember that time when you put that screw through that? Like that worked out well, right? Yeah, you're never gonna hear the end of it. It's great.
And then I did insulation with his other company.
That's not my favorite part of the.
Oh, no way,
part
dude.
of the gig. That's a gnarly.
They were like, okay, you want to try it with the stilts?
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah. So I'm up and I'm like doing like high parts, fall right over.
Boom, right
dude,
on the knees. There's nothing with that.
I hit on the side. I fell to the side.
Right.
Dude, I thought I dislocated my shoulder. What are they doing? They're just scream laughing.
yeah, right. Just like, right. Could care, like, even if you were unconscious, it would have been the same reaction. Not like, hey, we got to help this dude. They were just
adding like a good 4 feet onto your already 6
and it changes
foot
your
frame.
whole angle of how you fall. So it's basically, it's like mechanical advantage. It just slams you again.
You're getting thrown onto the ground by gravity.
Yeah.
Dude, and
it's great.
The fucking the framing job. One of the roofers was there one day, and he was putting like actual plywood on the roof.
Sure, yeah, putting the sheathing on the roof. Yep.
And this wind is like whipping, and they're like telling him like, "Yo, just chill. Like we'll get to it tomorrow." And he's like holding them, like grabbing them like this.
Right.
A fucking like a
gust
gust of
came,
wind.
right.
The dude
goes off
right
the
off
side.
the roof. Yeah.
But it was weird because he didn't really fall that hard. It almost looked like he
surfed it.
He glided for a little bit.
He gleamed the cube the whole way down.
Yo, dude.
He gleamed the cube.
I just remember everybody going, "Oh shit!" And then the dude just gets up. He's like in a bush.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm good." And I was like, "Oh
right
my
back
God."
up that ladder.
Yeah, I really respect people that do fucking shit like that. I just couldn't do it anymore. My body hurts too much.
Oh, believe me, I know all about that. But I like the joke side of it is funny though.
Oh yeah.
We have some good. That's why I miss working for a company. I worked for my uncle's company when I was younger, and like the jokes were top notch.
Oh yeah.
More so like the younger guys, like we were, a bunch of rascals growing up, so we would get these guys good, and then the old guys would get into it and they were ruthless. Like it would start off where you'd be on a job and someone would like screw someone's tool belt to the ground, so when they go by after break, it like wrenches their arm. It's like, but then it compounds from there. Like so my classic move was show up late, bring the donuts, because like when you bring donuts to the job, like you're the guy.
I do that when I'm late to my work.
You have to do it, but I would do it on purpose. But I would get the old fashions and butter them up with the tile mastic so it looked like the vanilla frosting, dude. And when somebody takes a bite of that, the look on their face, the old guys are so mad. They'll always know the second it hits their lips, but it's just they'll put that down and walk away because you just got them so good. Like that was a good
grout.
one. Anything joint compound, but the joint compound has a little odor to it, so I would use like tile butter, little not really grout, but like the mastic, anything. There's all kinds of good tricks you can do.
Oh my God.
Then there was this other guy, Tim. We called him Tip and Timmy. For obvious reasons, big Bud Light guy. Mm-hmm. So Tip and Timmy, always have the pony. I would always catch him with the pony Bud Lights,
the little babies.
Yeah, but it's like, why would you even? Like, if you're gonna drink on the job, I mean, just drink. But like, no, he'd have like the pony. But instead of like hiding it, he would forget, and it would be like on the table sauce. He'd come out and be like, "Dude, what's up with that pony Bud Light?" He'd be like, "Oh, I don't know." He had a high pitched voice too. That was the best. Hey guys. So Timmy, he had this German Shepherd named Smokey. Or no, it wasn't a German Shepherd. That was his second dog. He had this old like mutt dog called Smokey. And he would bring the dog, and the dog was mean. He shouldn't even have brought it to the job. Everybody would tell him, you can't bring this dog on the job, like things mean. Like nobody can touch it but you. It's mean. You can't go in your truck because of things. But Smokey got to kind of a little bit used to me. So Tim would bring in these like giant Entenmann's coffee cakes, the ones with the powdered sugar and the crumble.
Yeah, and the fucking raspberry.
Yeah, exactly. The raspberry log went right. So he would have those, but I would always sneak out before coffee break, and I would open the thing up and let Smokey go to town on it. He would lick the thing up, like melt all the sugar into, and then I'd close it back up nice and neat, And then Tim would come down, and the second he took a bite of it, we'd lose our minds. It was just classic, Yeah, I probably did that 100 times. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I did carpet for years.
All right. That's another, that's a
horrible job.
Yeah. Your knees are bad. You're hauling those heavy.
My dad did it for 30 years.
Wow.
And this is back when I was like fucked up.
Yeah.
And he got me like a job. Like he stopped doing it and he was doing something else with his life at the time. He was working on a golf course. And, my mom still did the books for the place.
Okay, yeah.
And she got me in with an installer to be
was this like a flooring place in Bristol?
Yep.
A mom and pop type place? Yeah, cool.
Robert's Flooring.
Oh, I like it, yeah.
And I didn't mind going to work every day because the first thing I would do was ask to use the bathroom.
Right.
And I would just go right to the medicine cabinet.
Yeah, of course.
Find myself some old school Percodans.
Dude, like a classic. Yeah. No, I can see you. Right.
And
ask the customer, like, right.
And then I'm just happy the rest of the day, working my ass off. And there would be like shit houses we would do, and then there'd be like really, really nice houses I would do. And there'd be some people with like a whole fucking medicine cabinet worth of fucking painkillers.
Like you're wondering, like, how do they even have all this?
How
right?
are they alive?
I know.
And then like people with nothing and shit. And then I just remember I was in this guy's house one time, and he was fucking rich as fuck. He had a fucking marble black shiny toilet that when you flushed it went dude, I'm just flushing it all day to the point where he comes up and he's like, could you stop doing that? And I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. So
imagine cell phone now, like the videos we would have of that.
Dude, I'd be in prison.
Great.
But they would make the boss would make me like roll the carpet up and put it on like my shoulder and like walk like up the stairs, and sometimes you'd have to fold like a whole roll in half.
Yeah, like burrito. We call that, like,
pick it up yourself,
right,
and bring it up. And like there was other people doing other jobs in the house, and these dudes are doing like light fixtures, and you know how like a light goes off in your house, you have to screw the bowl off and then put the light in and screw it back on.
Right. The globe.
Dude, there was this one that like wasn't. Like somebody just put it up and didn't turn it.
Right.
So I got like the carpet roll and it's like going way up my back and I'm like holding it like this and I turn and it hits the thing and my boss and the guy are both standing right there. It comes down, smashes over my head, and for some reason it didn't really hurt. And I just like looked at the guy like really like crazy.
Oh,
yo, they fucking laughed so hard and they were like, are you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine, like no blood, no bump or nothing. And they were just like, what the fuck, like it's smashed all over.
Perfect.
I start cleaning it up and the dude's like, no, it's all right, dude, you don't gotta clean it up.
That's great. That's gold on a job though. That's what keeps you going. That is funny.
One time we changed this lady's carpet out and she literally had this like confetti 2-inch orange shag carpet that like cats had been pissing on.
Yeah, disgusting.
Since the 60s.
I know all about it. I've been it. Yep.
My hands, by the end of the day, must have looked like yours did when you had hand, foot, and mouth disease. I had to like put them in Epsom salt, and I didn't go to work the next day. And then when I went into work, I wore gloves.
When I get jobs like that, I build in, like I'll put in like an extra $600-700 for clothes because I'll just strip in my garage and just throw them away.
Be like, fuck you guys.
They don't even go in the washing machine.
No,
like,
you can't keep
the cat
that shit.
piss jobs, nasty. Yeah, I've had a bunch of those through the years. Or the craziest is like, I call it like a sleeper house. So you go in there, you do an estimate, totally normal. It's like a nice looking house, but then the basement is just like cat holocaust, disgusting, like dead
Cat
mice.
holocaust.
Yeah, just like cat shit and piss everywhere. And it's like, how do you even isolate this only to your basement? And how come is there some barrier? Why does it even smell upstairs? But then you go down there and it's crazy. And of course, like I'm down there cutting plumbing out and it's totally gross. And yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. To each his own, I guess. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of some other good stories, but
Here, I have some good ones. So you reminded me of it when you hit the light with the carpet. So I can remember carrying sheetrock up a stairs one time. And, how people have like nice family pictures going up the stairs. So just like, boom, one goes flying down, shatters everywhere. So it's like, okay, this is when I was young, worked for a company. I'm like, dude, I'm going to go out at lunch. I'm going to get the glass cut. So it did it like perfect, home free. Dude, the kindergartner comes home, not 1 second in that house. And he's like, how come that picture looks different? Mommy, that picture. And here I am like, are you kidding me? Like totally busted. So of course I came forward with it, we had a little, I don't even know how, to this day, I don't know how he knew, but.
One day I was doing a job for a dude that actually knew my parents, right? And I don't know why this guy thought it would be a good idea to display his pain pills out on his kitchen counter.
Yeah, that's like...
And I mean, when you get like 180 Motrin, the tall one that's like the size of a fucking beer
Dr.
can?
Pepper can. Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah.
Dude, he literally had them full of Percocets. And like I'm looking at him the whole day. And I'm just like, if I fucking get caught... Or like if
they know you're,
if he counts it, and they know what the fuck I do.
Yeah, right.
So I thought the dude went outside, right? And I literally grab it with my hand, and I just look to the right, and he's right there.
No.
And I just go, and I put it down, and I walk away. Didn't ever say anything to me. Never said anything to my parents.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh fuck.
Wow.
Another time we were doing a house in Danbury, a condo, 3 floors.
Sure.
Basement, middle, upstairs. Red like this goddamn microphone cover.
True apple red.
Antique collectors. Those like 20s paintings of like the flapper ladies?
Yes, absolutely.
With the fucking, they all have the dog, like a greyhound.
Or yes, like yes, I do.
I don't
exactly.
know who
They're
that
very
artist
like a
is.
sleek, almost like a French 20s kind of vibe to them. Yes, I know.
She had that shit all over the fucking house with all this crazy ass furniture. Upstairs, the dude has a full closet full of all shit that he never did anything with. He had a full set of every single baseball card ever made. He had every set of every single baseball card ever made up until the 90s when I was working for him. Like,
right.
No, I think I was doing this in maybe 01.
Yep.
He probably had $1 million worth of baseball cards.
I believe it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm just like, oh shit. and it's like he's got like this crappy like metal, like that like metal. It's almost like a wire hanger shit.
Yeah.
And like you tack it to the wall, and there's like legs.
There's those little like anchors that go in the wall.
Yeah, and we had to like pull it off.
Closet system,
to like
right?
put the thing under. So I pull it off, and this whole section falls down. Paper bag of like antique guns. Like Lugers and shit,
dude.
And he just
now you're speaking my language.
And he just comes in. He's like, "Oh, sorry about that," and he just like cleans them up. I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?"
But you're talking like a Stop and Shop bag?
Yo, like not even two of them together. A one single like ripped bag full of like old firearms, right? So I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So I go in the dude's fucking medicine cabinet, and this is like a 3-day job. I go in the medicine cabinet the next day. Old bag of cocaine. And it's like eating the bag away.
Congealed. It's like crusty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like eating the plastic away. It had been in there for years. And I'm just like, gee, these people are fucking crazy.
I love that.
My boss.
No, it was just sitting plain view, medicine cabinet shelf, like
right,
eye level.
Right?
You know what they say? Eye level's by level. That's my sales. I had one sale. I worked at a hardware store. It's the only time I ever had a normal job.
So my boss is being a dick to me the whole time, like yelling at me, directing me to go do shit. So we're leaving, and the fucking guy catches me as I'm going out the door, and my boss, like I use the bathroom, I was about to leave, my boss is in the fucking truck, like, let's go, man. What the fuck? The dude stops me at the door, and he's like, hey, man, I really appreciate all the hard work. And he's got 2 $100 bills, and he goes, here, and he gives me one of them, and he goes, I was going to give this to your boss, but he's a fucking asshole. Here. And he gives me the other one, and I literally hugged him. I go, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's huge.
That was really big.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, thank you.
I love that. That's great.
Oh, man.
You know where I thought this was going? He was going to give you that shot bag of Coke. Like he's got $200 bills rolled up, and he's like, let's partake.
You want to do this fucking 20-year-old bag of Coke?
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going with it. I was like, how have you never told us this story before?
Oh, fuck, man.
You get like the plastic scraps are in there from the deteriorated bag.
Some old straw.
Yeah.
So we're here today, and it looks like we're going to wrap up. Did you have your pork?
I did. The pork was excellent.
You liked it?
Yeah, the broth, the nice broth that was in was, phenomenal.
I had it too. I'm going to bring some home. I didn't have any rice.
I had a little rice.
I didn't have any rice. I had some squash. I had some pork, and I had some jus, and that was that. Well, thank you for being my cleanup, my cleanup batter.
Anytime.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get more people, but like I don't know. There was a lot of people that came in while I was talking to other people, and they left.
Yeah,
I think they were scared.
Yeah.
People don't want to get behind a microphone.
I don't know why. I recently got behind a microphone at IGFITS, by the way.
What did you do? What songs did you sing? Operation Ivy?
I sang an Operation Ivy song.
I was gonna say. I was watching video of it, and
I missed it the first time.
Really?
And then when they played it again, that I could sing it. Yeah, I missed it. Pete comes out and he's just like, "Dude, totally missed your song." Like, so then I meandered my way in there, and they're like, "Who wants to hear that one again?"
I wish I could find like a band that would play like Smiths and Morrissey covers, because I could really do that well. But you just don't know people that can do that.
I know, that's the problem.
That's hard.
I would love it. Like that's something like I would like that
you would
more than going to a
appreciate
hardcore show.
Yeah, you would appreciate that shit. But the thing is, like, I would have to really fine pick the songs that I'd make, because you couldn't
some
play
of them
those
and some of them you can't replicate.
No,
There's certain ones.
But they have like some fast
of course,
fast songs that people could like
with
party
Johnny
to.
Marr banging it out.
So like if anybody listening knows anybody that is a Smiths cover band that would be willing to give up their singer.
Can you
for
belt it out though?
Dude, I could for years. That's all I've listened to for years.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
The only song that I don't like, and it's the only song that is totally instrumental, is Golden Lights.
Yeah, Golden Lights. That's what I was going to say too. I'm not saying that just to be, but that's what I was going to say.
What's the other song about something train? The Gray Train or something like that? It's one song that they have that's totally instrumental. Right. Those are the only two songs I don't like.
I always skip Golden Lights.
Always. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It
comes in, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I would love to fucking do that, dude.
That'd be great. You should do it next year.
I need to start.
You don't even have to wait for next year. Let's just have a cover.
Let's just post up in somebody's fucking restaurant.
Yeah, anywhere. We'll just do a cover set, you know. I'm good. We're going to get Laid to Rest is going to play. I'm going to sing all the Oi hits. tits.
Dude, that would be really good.
I know it would
I'd
be
love
good.
that.
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you very much. Thank you for coming and
Of course, anytime.
doing your little part for this charity event. And we'll see you out there in the streets.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get together and plan our Cavies thing.
For sure.
All right.
For sure. Love it. Thank you.
All right, my friend.